Now that Week 10 is in the books, let's take a look at the current draft order, shall we? Tennessee Titans would have back-to-back years of the first pick after their current one-win season thus far. After that, we're looking at the two-win Saints, Giants, Browns, Jets, Raiders also in that mix. I like to call it the Fernando Mendoza sweepstakes. I'm interested to see what the guys think of what the draft order calls for. But let's start off with this, the Titans occupying that one. Emory, you said you have something for the Titans where they sit right now. In my ideas, I think they trade out of that spot. What do you think happens?
That's why I was going with it, because you're at the number one spot, right? And who is the number one overall type pick? You know, quarterbacks are what everyone is desperate for. So you could trade to someone there. But when you look at a team like the Los Angeles Rams, who rarely pick in this spot, are within the top 10 regardless. So they have 2 first-round picks. The question you have to ask yourself if you're Tennessee, how far are you willing to go down? Because you do need an edge rusher. Arvell Reese is right there, and you could take him number 1 overall. I'm always big on, if you like something, it's like art. If you like it, buy it right away, because you try to come back around, it'll be gone. So he is one option. You do need another offensive lineman. So Spencer Fano could be there. Number 1, you take him as well. If you trade down and you go with the Rams, who are, by this graphic, they're at 10, maybe that's too far for 1, but you have contingency plans.
Are you saying trade with the Rams?
Trade with the Rams.
When Rams move up to 1?
Move up to 1. Package those 2 picks that they have in the first round, and you take 10 and wherever they pick afterwards, and let them take number 1. Because now you can get the tackle and the pass rusher if you're Tennessee.
But I don't know if it would make sense for the Rams to move from 10 to 1 when there's not a lot that they need. For Tennessee, it makes all the sense in the world because they need a whole lot.
Right.
They need a wide receiver, they need a pass rusher, they need offensive linemen. They need a lot. So it makes all the sense in the world. I mean, actually, if you're anywhere in the top 4, you should consider trading back to get more picks, especially the Giants. Look at the Giants. They don't need a quarterback. I think the Giants now, knowing they will have a new head coach, makes this a very, very great opportunity for whoever the head coach is. You have cap space. You have a first-round pick that's currently sitting top 3. You have a quarterback. You have a wide receiver.
You have 2 pass rushers.
You have pass rushers. You have a running back. I mean, I don't think they will have a second-round pick this year. Oh, no, they will have. They will have a first and a second. I don't think they have a third. So you got great draft capital to really entice whoever the potential head coach might be. For me, when you look at this quarterback draft, right, Mendoza, Ty Simpson, and
Dante Moore.
I'm not hyped about this quarterback class.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Okay.
Because of the need of the position, guys will get overdrafted. Think about it. When you look at Fernando Mendoza, I really love his story. He's really developed to be a nice quarterback, a NFL prospect. But outside of this year, would you consider Fernando Mendoza to be a lock number 1 pick if you were to put him in the other past drafts and compare him to some of the other quarterbacks that were first-round selections?
Now you're talking, B-Mac.
Right? Cam Ward was a consensus number 1 pick. If Fernando Mendoza came out last year, Cam Ward still would be the consensus number 1 pick. 2 years ago, when you had Caleb, Drake, Bo, Penix, Jaden, if you put Fernando Mendoza with those guys,
good point,
who knows where he would have gone? Better yet, if he would have gone in the first round. So I think for the decision makers, you have to be very, very cautious in what you do. And the need trumps the player at some time, in some occasions. Go back to 2022. When Kenny Pickett was the first overall pick, he got overdrafted. Desmond Ridder was the next. Malik Willis. Those guys got overdrafted because of the need. So this is a tough situation to be in if you're a quarterback needy team and you're sitting anywhere in the top 10.
If any evaluator is being honest with himself and is being honest with the tape said the last 4 years at Jackson State and Colorado, Fernando Mendoza is not better than Shedeur Sanders. So yes, if you would have put him in that class last year, he wouldn't have been one of the 3 guys. He's not better than Jackson Dart's tape. The question we had about Dart was, can he stay healthy in his late game moments? Now, to your point, Fernando Mendoza has played himself into, a guy that looks the part, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, this is not the class, which is why you look at some of these teams that have 2 first-round picks. Jets, Cowboys, Rams could all be in play. And the one element that we're not talking about, and I know people don't want to hear it coming from me, But when you think about Jeremiah Love, Tennessee, who else needs a game-breaking tailback? Taking those guys in the first round could be where you need to go. We've seen that with Gibbs. We've seen that with Bijan Robinson. We saw it last year with Genty. But I do think there's options right now. We're probably going to see a lot of movement within this top 10 before it's all said and done.
And it's safe to say, it's safe to say there's a lot of ball left to be played.
Right, a lot of ball.
Let's say Tennessee, they may win another game, and they still hold on to the number 1 spot. They need to be sellers. They need to be trying to sell, get out of that first overall pick, move back is wherever you need to go get more resources because they're not taking a quarterback. If they happen to be stuck at the number 1 spot, then you address someone in the trenches to actually help either side of the football field. But so far as we see it right now, there's a lot of college football left to be played. There's always risers that come out of nowhere. But for the teams that need quarterbacks, someone will be overdrafted because of the need. And sometimes that's not always the best case scenario because you're forcing the kid into a situation where they're not ready to handle that type of pressure, and they never really develop accordingly.
Like you already mentioned, there's going to be plenty of teams that still are in the market for a quarterback, plenty of teams that might be overdrafting some of these prospects, but looking to fill some of these needs with some of this young talent. Taking a look at the odds for that number 1 pick in the 2026
Lenore Sellers,
NFL draft.
I don't think he's coming out.
Ruben Bain looked like a 5th-year vet already. Like, I would draft him based off his look.
Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson with the shortest odds at plus 185. I talked about Fernando Mendoza. I'm interested in you guys' thoughts because Ty Simpson looking like the best quarterback in college football. Is he worthy of a spot?
He
somewhere?
looks like a first-round talent, but not high first round. But he
my
plays
concern
really
real
well.
quick too. All 3 guys, well, not Fernando Mendoza to say the least, but Dante Moore and Ty Simpson are basically 1-year guys.
Right.
That's the thing. Now you're telling me you're drafting a 1-year guy with only 1 year of great tape, potential number 1, number 2, number 3.
We did that a couple years ago.
I'm always concerned about that. You know, Mitchell Trubisky, and I'm not comparing these kids to Mitchell Trubisky. Remember, he was a 1-year guy. Anthony Richardson had
6 games.
Yes, 6 games, 13 starts. But there's a lot to be played, but this is a great discussion point. Good thing I'm not a GM, have to make these decisions.
I'll be the GM.
Well, I'll take the GM type check, though. I'll take that.